Hello, welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be about using Android Auto on my head unit in my car. Hello, I'm Eugene Tordo and this is ET Garage, and today's video is going to be about using Android Auto on a aftermarket head unit, one I have in my C4 Corvette, the Kenwood head unit. I'll leave a link at the end of this video to a review of that radio. This is that radio that's in there. It's actually kind of getting dated. That's quite a few years old now by today's standards, but it still works great and it does everything I want. The reason I'm doing this video is I've seen some other reviews on it, but they all seem to be reviews of Android Auto on the factory head units that come with the car, come with newer cars. Like my 2015 Chevy Trax doesn't have that ability. My aftermarket head unit does. One thing you have to do is physically connect the phone via USB cable to the head unit. So that you have to have that capability. I believe they make a head unit where you can connect wirelessly via either Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or whatever. Another thing you need for Android Auto to work is pick up your, you have to have a cell phone signal. So if you're like in a remote place without no cell phone signal, I doubt it's going to work. I know so far I haven't ran into that situation, but there are remote places where you can't get a cell phone signal or a Wi-Fi signal. In this case, I can get a Wi-Fi signal because I'm in my garage, so I can get that from my house out here in the garage. Anyway, I'm going to go in the car and show you what you have to do and show you my experience with it and what I like about it and dislike. I really don't have too many dislikes. At first, when I first started using it, I didn't care for it compared to mirroring the phone on there, because I have that option of just mirroring the phone on the head unit. But then once I got used to it and saw some of the other features, I liked it. And they also made changes to it because every now and then they do an update to it and they make changes to it. So let's get in the car and we'll hook it up and I'll show you what I like and how I use it and all that good stuff. Okay, here we are in the car, and you might hear some background noise from whatever electronics is. I have the ignition on, of course, the radio, and getting some background. But this is my Kenwood head unit, and the first thing in order to use Android Auto with this radio is you need to plug it in via USB cable. And once you do that, Android Auto should come up. Sometimes it takes a while to load. Usually a little Android Auto thing comes up, but let's see. Android Auto, there it goes. Takes a little, that loaded up pretty quick this time. A lot of times it takes quick. Right now I have this in my parking lights on, so I'm in nighttime mode, but Google Maps, if I turn that off, I don't know if you can see that. It's too bright. I can see it fine. It's actually a little too bright in my opinion, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to do it in night mode. That's how it looks in night mode. First, of course, one of the best features of this is using Google Maps, in my opinion, but we'll get into that. I'm going to just click on here, Lebanon, VA, 51 minutes, start, Berries
Head
Road.
east on Burries Road, T601 toward Cabin Lane.
And of course, it gives you voice commands. Now, I'm going to click that off, otherwise we're going to keep getting voice commands. And when using Google Maps, you can go down there to this menu here, click on that, and that'll bring up the map full time. And to zoom in and out, you can go like this. We'll just go like that for now. And zoom in or out, whichever you want to do. And then it has the speaker, mute it if you want to mute it, and alerts only, unmute it, And one thing, this is, fortunately, I notice when I want the volume is always fixed. Like I haven't been able to do that. There's this here, traffic, satellite, buildings, all your other settings if you want to use them. We'll go back to this screen here. Of course, you have YouTube Music, which is my favorite really for this and this, because it gives me mixes. I can do super mix for you. Forgotten favorites. It's got all sorts of stuff, but it also gives you the option of downloads, device files, playlists, albums, all sorts of stuff that you can use this. Home, and then we'll go back over here. But another thing you can do also is you can play. Let's see if I can show it here. It's YouTube Music. It also gives you the option of, say, you want to listen to the news, listen to the weather, listen to sports. You can bring that all up on via the YouTube. I'm not sure if it goes here. No, it's playlist, descriptions, artist, home. It just seems like it brings that up automatically. I'm not sure how it does that, but we'll just go back. But another option you can do is you hit the mic button and say you want to listen to news, say you want to listen to the stock market, say you just want a particular, want to know what the particular stock price is right now. You can do all that by pressing this mic button, and you must have a mic installed in order to use that, of course. Of course, you have your phone options and all that stuff. I'm not going to go into that. People will probably start out there. Will probably start calling those phone numbers or something. Okay, that's the calendar. It does show just events for today. I'm not sure if there's a way to switch this to switch that so you can see any calendars. Let's see. Go here. This brings up a menu of a bunch of other items: calendar, maps, messages, messenger, news, phone, reminder, weather, YouTube Music, customize. And when you hit customize, what it does is it brings up the same settings that I'm about to show you, but it brings it up on your phone. Here, let me see if I can do that. And it's going to be hard to show, but there's all the different settings that you have on here. You can go and do it on here. These are the same messages. Like right now I got show messages. So first line of message, play message chime, play message summaries, start Android automatically, start music automatically. I have that switched off. It's a pain in the butt every time you plug your phone in and Android Auto comes up. It automatically starts playing the music. So you want to switch that. Use your phone wallpaper. Driver seat location. Yeah, that's where I have it right now. You can, what that is, that will switch the map from the right to the left. Okay, so if I hit right, the map will be on the right. And then we'll go back here. And no, it's still there. Okay, that ain't right. Let's say it again. It should switch it. Right, left. Maybe I have to do it first. I don't know. Okay, I just got a message. Your Amazon shipment is stain damage. Okay, don't want to listen to that. That's actually a fake message. I know what it is. Okay, let's go into settings again. Change layout. Driver seat location. Let's see if we can do this again. Okay. Change layout. There it is. I think that's the one we want. Yeah. Navigate closer to driver. Media closer to driver. Okay, so you do it like that and go here and then go here. Yeah, the media is over here. The map's over there. I prefer it the other way. I do. I just prefer the map closer to me. change layout. Okay, there we go. Change that back. I thought it says use phone's wallpaper for auto. Let's try that. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Okay. Yep. Yeah, let's settings. Some of this stuff I'm just using for the first time, so there we go. Daylight mode for maps. Yep, I got that on. Driver's seat location. Yeah, I thought the driver's seat location was for set default by car. Let's see if that changes anything. Take effect when Android Auto restarts. Oh, so that won't take until Auto restarts. I won't know what that does until then. So that's the first time I'm using that feature. But there's just so much stuff on here. And like I said, one of the great nice things is all the hand-free operations and the mic. Let's try the mic. Say I'm taking a long road trip to Indianapolis, Indiana. So let's ask. What is the weather in Indianapolis, Indiana?
Currently in Indianapolis, it's 57 degrees and partly cloudy. Today, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 62 and a low of 43.
Yeah, so it comes in useful. Say I'm driving down the road, a long highway trip, and want to know the stock price. What is the stock price for NVIDIA?
NVIDIA Corp stock is trading at $147.53 per share, currently, down 0.91% from yesterday.
And you can ask it all sorts of other questions. Anything you ask on Google search, you can ask on there. So it comes in handy for that. And all that good stuff. Maps will, when you're using maps, using directions on maps, it'll let you know. I like one thing that's really good about that is if there's a road closure up ahead, it'll let you know and it will reroute you. Sometimes that works well and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes Google will take you, of course, on a wild road trip around that stoppage, say it's on the interstate, and a lot of times you're better off just sitting on the interstate and doing that. But I'm not gonna go. Let's go back. Let's go back, and I'm gonna try a feature I didn't know. Okay, there's my wallpaper now. It's showing. Okay. You know, routers, news, TV, all that stuff. So I can click on one of them and it'll bring up the news and you'll be able to listen to the news. I'm not going to do that now. We'll go back. I think I covered everything that I can think of, but I guess I'll just go over it more into, we'll just go into it more when I get out of the car. I'll go into more what I likes, dislikes, and all that stuff and other things. So let's get out of the car and we'll go over that stuff. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I like Android Auto. I find myself using it more and more, even on trips where I don't need to use the maps for directions. Like say I go to up north 2.5 hours here to visit my brother. I don't need to use maps, but if I use it and I use the direction part, I'll get voice commands for, like, say, going through Scranton, Wilkesboro area. There is a lot of times traffic jams there, and it'll alert me to the traffic jams, alert you to speed traps, cars stuck on the road. A lot of times the speed traps and the cars stuck on the road are wrong, but sometimes it'll ask you, like if there's a car stuck on the road, if it's still there, and I always try and reply to that if it's there or not. But it's helpful that way. The radio features that I like for the music, it gives me a wider choice of music, and I can also listen to news. I can listen to the stock market reports. I can listen to sports if you want to. I'm not a sports fan, but you have that option. And I can hit that mic and say I want to listen to a different genre of music. or I want to ask what the weather, like I showed you there, what the weather is, and if I'm headed out on this particular long trip cross country, I can ask a couple of times. I asked where restaurants are and where next motel would be, so that comes in real handy when you hit that mic button. Keep in mind that sometimes has a hard time understanding, especially if you have a large exhaust note. Like mine exhaust note isn't too bad, but it's between that and the road noise that you get inside a C4 Corvette. Sometimes you'll have to ask it several times for it to understand you, so keep that in mind. Anyway, that's my wrap up on using Android Auto. I like it. I keep finding myself using it more and more. Anyway, let's end the video here. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.